Hi, today we're talking about hyperbolas. So a hyperbola is the last of the conic sections. It has two equations with it, but this is basically what it looks like. The foci go along with which way it opens. And they also have asymptotes that fall into play, which I'll show you later. So if it opens left-right like the one shown, the equation you use is x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared equals 1. If it opens up down, y is first. So y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equals 1. And also we get the foci by the equation c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So we're going to use all these formulas in a second. Okay. So how do you derive the equation for the graph of a parabola? Uh, it's not that important how to come about that, but basically you can do it on your own. But the key thing you need to know, it has asymptotes that go right here that are all connected to the x squareds and y squareds and a squareds and b squareds. So, and the foci are right here, and that's really all you need to know. We're going to use this thing called the box method when we graph in order to graph it. It works really, really well. So, how do you write the equation of a hyperbola? What is the equation of a hyperbola? Vertices, that and that goes. So since you have the vertices are in the y component, the equation we're going to use is y squared minus x squared equals 1. And so all we have to do is find these values. So if we have 3 squared, that's 9. That's no big deal. Now to find this, we're going to take, this is your asymptote is y over x for your slope. So since we know y is 3, we got 3 over something equals 1 over 2. So if you can take a look at that, you can figure out that this is 6 because 3 over 6 reduces to 1/2. So therefore, this one is 36. And that's how you go about doing that, because this guy is 3 and this guy is 6. So just remember, it's y over x for slope. So whatever is under y, square root of it, 3. Whatever's under x gives you that. Go ahead and try this one. Go ahead and try that one. Okay, so what if we're given the foci and the vertices? Well, the vertices, notice here, are on the x. So we have x squared over 4. So, and the foci are the c. So we don't worry about that too much. We know c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So we get 3 squared equals 2 squared plus whatever we're trying to find. I'm just call it b squared. So we get 9 equals 4 plus b squared. So we get 5 equals b squared. Once we get to b squared, we're done. That's the number that goes underneath the y. And that's it. Go ahead and try this one. Try this one. To graph a hyperbola is really, really simple. First of all, square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 25 is 5. So what we're going to do is center here. We're going to graph it just like an ellipse. So left and right 2, up and down 5. But instead of doing an ellipse, we're going to do the box. And then the corners of the box, we're going to draw a line. These are our asymptotes. And since x is first, it opens left, right. So we're just going to sketch a curve that kind of gets close to the asymptotes. That's it. Actually, I should have touched that point, but it's all good. Cool. That's it. Go and try this one. Try this one. So now we're going to write an equation in standard form. So once again with this, get the x's and y's together. So I get 25x squared minus 150x, put that in parentheses, minus 4y squared, and then I'm going to get 125 to the other side, negative 125. So we're going to complete the square on these. So first of all, we got to divide out the 25. So 25x squared minus 6x plus blank minus 4y squared. Since y squared is by itself, we don't worry about it. It's already done. So plus blank. So we get negative 3, which would be 9. So we're going to go 9 times 25, which is 225. Because we have to go this times that to get that. And now we're finally almost done. So x minus 3 squared minus 4y squared equals 100. And now we just divide everything by 100. So x minus 3 squared over 4 minus y squared over 100, or 25, excuse me, equals 1. And that's how you do it. So we divided everything by 100. We did. Go ahead and try this one.